Welcome back to Professor Layton and the Miracle Mask Part 4.
The Ledore Mansion Garden. Sure.
What a magnificent garden. And look, they even have balconies.
No shit, Emmy. I can see that. My eyes are smaller than yours, but I can see it.
If my
Professor, your back
eyes...
is to the mansion.
So's yours. Hypocritical bitch.
Oh boy, and there she is.
Oh, hello?
Lanny Manila, someone else.
Angela.
I knew he'd come.
That's voiced by Lanny Manila instead.
Sorry, Pedro.
Yeah, he lied.
It's so wonderful to see you again, Herschel.
So yeah, Miss Bailey is back.
It's good to see you again too, Angela.
Your voice, Roy.
So, sorry, I'll do that again. It's good to see you again too, Angela. Sorry, that last line delivery was terrible.
I'm very glad you came.
Of course, I came as soon as I received your letter.
Then the nostalgic critic says, "Letter? What letter? Martin's missing?"
I knew you wouldn't ignore our troubles.
Of course, I'm not
It's
that
going
much
to
of
be
a
fun to
dick.
commentate on. You
You kind of are, but okay.
No, I don't. Yeah, but no, I punched Luke's insulter in the face.
Especially not with the Mask of Chaos involved.
True.
The Mask of Chaos.
Oh, but where are my manners? Allow me to show you inside.
Okay. Hey, I'm Layton here now.
Remember the days when Pedro's Layton was as kind as ever? By the way, I hope that in As a Legacy we can figure out how the heck he became nice for that segment.
Anyway, but hold on, Angela, we have to search for hint coins first.
Yes.
Okay.
Found one right here, Professor!
You better hurry, otherwise Laura Bailey will turn into one of her evil characters.
Oh, you mean like, Sarah?
Ba-boom.
or Lust.
Sarah?
Sarah's not evil, she's just fucking dumb.
Sarah?
That was
Sarah,
sort of
Sarah,
the idea.
Lightning's sister.
Oh, yeah.
That was sort of the idea.
Sorry, you're making it sound like the 13 characters were memorable in some way.
Oh, this looks a lot like Luke's father's his office room, doesn't it?
Well, Professor Layton, I'm disappointed in you. The Herschel I know would never neglect to introduce his friends.
But I would. Oh, of course, my apologies. This is...
Emmy Altava, the professor's assistant.
You're not my assistant.
Yes, I am.
Luke is.
Actually, he's your apprentice.
Number
Same
one.
thing.
No, actually, they're not the
And
same.
I'm his apprentice, Luke. It's very nice to meet you, Miss Ledore.
The pleasure's all mine. Please, call me Angela. My husband, Henry, isn't here just now. He was meeting... No,
You know what would be
He has
funny? What
meetings
if,
until
what
late.
if the husband was voiced by Travis Willingham or something?
Henry is voiced by Matthew Mercer.
Oh, okay. Ah, Henry, how is he? I can hardly believe that the two of you are married now. Extraordinary how time flies, and I'm still fucking single.
Don't worry, Professor. Again, if the spin-off is anything to go by, you actually did get laid at some point.
It passes in the blink of an eye, but it still feels like an eternity.
Not to mention, Professor, there's that, let's just say there's that past love life in your college years that we're going to learn about in the lost future.
I'm sorry to broach the topic so soon, but I'm anxious to discuss your letter. Could you tell me more about the unusual happenings in this city?
Yes, please let.
It all started about a month ago. That was when the masked gentleman first appeared.
Do you have a HDTV here?
No, Luke.
No.
This is Sherlock
Sorry.
Holmes London, so England, sorry. So we can really have. Anyway, go ahead.
Since then, we've had people turning into horses, people stepping out of paintings. It's absolute chaos.
I know, right?
Wait, paintings. Oh no, wait, sorry, never mind. Wrong connection. Ooh. We were present earlier this evening when a similar event took place. Several people were apparently turned to stone.
Indeed.
And we took great care not to touch them.
Another of his dreadful acts. He calls them miracles, you know.
I make miracles all the time. I can make magic tricks out of my hat, but don't ask me to do that right now.
Well, whatever we saw tonight, it certainly was extraordinary. I'll give him that.
Amy, what's wrong with you? You like seeing people turn to stone and
Well, she likes
set
seeing
on
people
fire?
burnt.
I was petrified when all those people turned to stone. Oh wait, no, I don't mean...
Boo. Luke, you sick bastard.
Harry Potter? No.
Sure.
Everyone says he's unleashing the power of the Mask of Chaos to destroy our city.
Yeah, it's exactly for one of those eventualities that I leave it like that. Go ahead.
The city is packed full of tourists and travelers. We still haven't been able to identify all the victims.
There's only like 12.
Actually, there were more.
Even Henry is afraid of what horrible nightmare might occur next. He fears for his own safety and the city's future.
Yep. Henry is extremely committed to keeping this town safe. And you'll see why eventually. Anyway, yeah. Fourth mystery. A mysterious character calling himself the Masked Gentleman is parading around town performing ever more dramatic and miraculous feats. He must have some agenda, but it's not clear what he wishes to achieve.
The Masked Gentleman appeared around a month ago and started staging his unsettling miracles. What
You know, his
is he
suit is
after?
almost like Baron's.
What is he after?
Indeed, what is he after?
Just a moment, Angela. How is it possible that this Masked Gentleman could possess the Mask of Chaos? Unless he's wearing the mask.
He is, but,
How did he acquire it?
I was sure the mask was lost forever. I saw it. Along with...
Yeah, let's just say the mask is connected to his past in a way. We'll see.
Ooh.
Wait a second, Professor, you've actually seen the Mask of Chaos?
I'd rather not talk about it, Luke. Yes, a friend of mine, my best friend, in fact, discovered it back in our school days. Not those school days.
What school days, Professor?
Ugh.
What? You never mentioned this before.
I'm not comfortable talking about it, okay?
Trust me, he isn't, and for good reasons.
Thank you.
So you haven't told them about the mask? About Randall?
Don't remind me. Please. I haven't...
And that eternal smile is gone.
Yep.
Randall, he was your friend? The one who found the mask?
I can only hold onto my hat for so long, Luke.
You'll see the symbolism when we get to Lost Future.
Yes, Randall Ascot. He discovered it, and it was my fault that he... Oh, shit.
After the accident, Henry led several search parties down into the ruins.
I've never been this sad before, actually.
Well, this, like I've said in the first part, this game will actually deal with Professor Layton's past, so...
He never found Randall.
Yeah,
Well, it
basi-
came after Lost Future,
Yeah, sure,
so...
remind me of it.
True, but this one goes even further into... Basically, this is the game where we learn exactly how did Layton become the gentleman puzzle lover that he is today.
He found it?
Yep. Basically, the Mask of Chaos got lost when Randall died in the ruins, but Henry, when he was searching for Randall, found it.
Oh.
And the powers of the Mask of Chaos is the rumored reason why Henry was able to build such a bustling city in just 18 years. But we'll see. We'll see about that later.
Oh.
If he found the mask, then what of Randall? Surely they would have been together.
Yep. Press. Thank you.
No, Herschel. I'm sorry.
Shit. I'm not going to be one of those characters where everyone I befriend dies or anything, does he?
Henry has
No,
never
no,
stopped
no.
searching, though he refuses to accept Randall's death.
I'm a shit magnet.
Apart from his work, it's really the only thing he thinks about.
Yep. When we get to the... Basically, the way this is gonna... Well, in fact, this might as well be a good time... Oh, there we go. That pennant, you might have noticed how Angela's just an animation where she brings that... Yeah, that pennant.
Isn't that pendant...
Oh, you remember this? It's aged quite a bit now, much as we have.
Gee, thanks.
Yeah, like the professor was depressed enough as it is.
Angela,
Herschel, I've wanted to apologize for our last conversation for so very long. I'm so sorry I didn't contact you sooner.
Listen,
Basically,
I wanted
the
a
last
sausage dinner.
Basically, the last time they talked before he left the town where they lived in, they were not... Basically, Angela was very mad at him because she kind of blamed him for Randall's death, because Angela was Randall's girlfriend at the time, so... But we'll get to see that for ourselves in the flashback
I know
chapters.
it wasn't your fault. I just couldn't bear losing him. I want to say it was because I was young, but that's no excuse. I think I just needed someone to blame. I'm sorry. Randall was your best friend. You were in just as much pain as I was.
I'm not going to do the room thingy, are we? Where they keep reminding me that he was my best friend.
Don't worry.
I never held it against you, Angela. You had every right to blame me. I wasn't able to save him.
Indeed. Basically, this might as well be a good point for me to point something out. This
Haunts
game,
me to this day.
the story of this game has a different structure than other Layton games. Basically, every odd chapter, it's a present chapter. Every even chapter, it's a past chapter, where we flash back and we play through Professor Layton's past. So we're gonna see.
Interesting.
So we're gonna see high school Layton.
Oh, can I do High School Layton's voice?
Well, of course, since Christopher Miller is doing a younger version of his voice, it will make sense for you to do the same.
You kept it here? Then how did the masked gentleman come by it? You did hire security for it, right?
Well, no. It was stolen from us 1 month ago.
Well, buy some security then.
Well, it was only recently that he took it.
At the very time the masked gentleman first appeared.
Yeah, I'm gonna bet that that's not a coincidence.
More or less, yes. Once we catch this villain, I want the mask back for Randall.
Basically, they kept the Mask of Chaos in their house
I
as
promise
kind
we'll
of
do all we can. Could you still be where you kept the mask?
as a tribute to Randall. And by the way, Randall is voiced by Yuri Lowenthal. Oh,
Oh, well, we kept it in Henry's study, but he isn't there.
Who's Troy Baker in this game?
Alphonse. We'll meet him in chapter 2.
Angela, I understand. A gentleman's study is his private domain. I shouldn't wish to enter without Henry present.
Of course.
In any case, it's rather late. I was hoping to look over the scene of tonight's incident once more before we retire for the evening. Shall we call on you both tomorrow?
Yes, that sounds like the best idea.
Well, at least we got a smile out of both. So.
Yes.
Yeah, nice way to end the scene.
I've booked a couple of rooms for you at the Camel's Hump Hotel.
Camel's Hump Hotel. It's not one of them sex hotels, is it?
No, Professor. It's a little bit of a walk.
She would be Herschel because, childhood friends and shit.
Yeah. Much appreciated, Angela.
Alright. But before, hint coins.
Sorry, Angela, do you mind if we rummaged through your house and looked for hint coins?
Do any other of Laura Bailey's characters have hair twirlies? Because this is the second one I've seen now.
Well, considering how many characters Laura Bailey has voiced, I wouldn't be surprised if there were a third and even a fourth.
Goodbye. We've stolen your hint coins.
I can't wait to get to the hotel. I think I can eat a horse, and I'm so tired my eyes are falling out.
Luke,
Christ.
Luke, your model makes it look like your eyes are falling out already. We'll go very soon, Luke. I promise. This is what we'll feed to check. If your stomach approves.
What? Oh, of course, Professor. I'll feed my hunger for information instead.
And then the expedition went on for so long, Luke died of hunger. Let's revisit Celebration Boulevard. We may be able to find some new clues if it's quietened down.
Indeed. So basically, we're going back to where we started.
The professor has spoken.
I love how the only line you have in this scene is just you figuratively sucking my dick. I said figuratively, not whatever.
Well, as we've established in last Spectre, Emmy's kind of a Professor Layton fangirl, so...
On the contrary, I should be the one apologizing. Stepping on your foot.
Oh, look who's back.
So what I
You
miss?
A very emotional and informative scene.
Yeah,
Ruined by me,
Well,
Dibs, you have to lay up on ruining the scenes. That gag's getting old.
Actually, to Dibs' credit, he actually did just fine in that scene.
He went through the entire
Oh.
scene. It was after the scene ended that he dropped a bomb.
That was fine.
Oh, okay.
If
I suppose that works.
If anything, I ruined it a little more than he did because I took the time to establish that the even numbered chapters are going to be the ones used to tell a flashback for Layton's teen years.
Oh, really? Well done, Dwibs. Is there anyone new for me to voice or something?
No, not yet.
I'll be more done. Mrs. Ledore told us some days ago to expect your arrival. When I saw you just now, I merely wondered. Basically, this is the Ledore's butler.
It's a pleasure to meet you, Mr. Mordaunt. Please, allow me to introduce my companions, Emmy Altava and Luke Triton.
I was sort of hoping I could be more damp, but I suppose since I was in the air.
Emmy, I did say your last name correctly, didn't I?
Yes, you did.
Yes, you did.
Good, okay.
I don't wish to be presumptuous, but my line has just been fine.
Again, you are correct, Mr. Mordaunt. We're retiring for the night. I gather Henry won't be home for some time.
Ah, Henry.
I see. Well, Mr. Ledore is rushed off his feet with all the chaos. It's a miracle he can run on so little sleep. Excuse the pun.
Oh, you saw that scene. Oh, right.
For fuck's sake.
I shall inform Mr. Ledore that you were here. Please forgive him for being unable to welcome you himself.
Mr. Wright, I thought you said you were going to remove horrible puns.
When did I ever say anything of that degree?
Do be careful. The streets near here are in terrible shambles.
Likewise, Mr. Mordaunt.
Besides, Mr. Layton, horrible puns are a matter of perspective.
Mr. Ledore must be a very busy man to need an assistant. Almost as busy as you, Professor.
Yes, and Luke, you may need to work on your accent a little bit more. This place may be called the City of Miracles, but I'm quite sure
Sorry,
most of
I've
its...
something caught in my throat.
Work on your
Sorry.
accent, don't cough up a
I'm
hair.
quite sure most of its prosperity was born of hard work.
Sorry, Professor, about the accent slippage. I had something caught in my throat, so...
Now,
Basically,
let's
when
head
I'm
back to
sick, I
Celebration.
sound American, that's why.
Let's head back to Celebration Boulevard. Perhaps our work on the case will relieve Henry's burden.
So yeah, Luke's condition is that whenever he's sick, he sounds American when he has something caught in his throat.
Yes, sure. We'll go with that.
Oh, look at
Those footsteps! Why, I would recognize that firm, resolute sound anywhere. I need not see to identify a gentleman. I am hidden very sneakily behind the facade before you. Find me, show me a zoom to be proud of.
Show you a zoom.
his you see, Alice's mustache has the power of detecting gentlemen.
I am uncovered, I am undone. Like a tea cozy over my heart, it warms me to see you grow.
You're a very shitty hider. Anyway, let's go and find
In course.
Soon to find Aldous. We've already found him, stupid game.
Don't
Sorry,
worry,
there.
the more the merrier.
It means we have to talk to him, but first 10 coins.
Just change the text then, you lazy shits.
Jesus, Professor. You can't have
He was
everything.
being so nice throughout this part, and then
Yeah. Well, think of it like this, Shirai. At least he didn't go ballistic on the emotional scene we had.
true.
Was there
He was
something
very
more
considerate.
infamous?
Nova?
You are right. There is something I would very much like to tell you about. It comes from the fruitful grapevine. Ah, now focus your little magnifying glass on the metal box and examine it closely.
Sure.
Just do it, or I will have to kill your wife.
I don't have a wife.
Not
Your future wife.
I don't even know who she is yet.
Exactly. If you don't, you'll never know who she is. Mwahaha. Anywho, this, my friends, is yada yada yada. Throughout the city, you may find scrap, treasure, and rubbish and rarities, rubble and ransom. But whatever these things may be, it is you, my friends, who have the power to transform them into a collection, just like you did in Last Spectre. Soon your hoard will grow until it is grand enough to impress even the most seasoned gentlemen. Such
Competitors.
scattered near and far, hither and thither, so do not miss a trick.
Indeed.
By the way, how's Dr. Lautrec doing?
I would know.
Allow me. I have no interest in treasure. I only solve mysteries.
He is so stuck up.
Basically, every time you talk to anything about to the other track, he always goes, "I have no time for such things. I have no interest for such matters. I have no interest. I have no interest. I have no interest in that."
Oh, boy.
If the
He
main,
also says
okay, writers, if the main character himself doesn't give a shit about anything, why the hell should I?
He also talks about how boring his adventures are, and so it's like these puzzles are boring.
Just to
Oh,
give
yeah,
it,
he goes, "Oh, I'm not an adventurer because I don't want to take credit. I'm so selfless." Yeah.
I'm sorry, what you were saying, Pedro?
almost every time we finish a side quest in that game, he always says the exact same line. This latest quest was most unsatisfying. Yeah, I know, right?
He's supposed to be pompous, but you end up agreeing with him.
Luke, remind me never to meet this Lautrec person. He sounds like a right prick.
Oh,
The
he is.
professor apparently
He's aware of it, the characters are aware of it, they're all aware.
Professor,
The characters are
apparently
aware
you
of
haven't
it.
touched it.
Well, the thing is, the characters are kind of aware of it, but at the same time, every single woman has a crush on him for some reason. And I mean everyone.
Actually, Professor, apparently Konami borrowed some of your DNA and made a copy of you.
I want to sue them. I never gave them or given them any permission to use my DNA.
Well, Pedro says
Hey,
that
you think
apparently
it's
they're
bad for
Layton
you,
fans,
it's
but
even-
according to him, it seems like they've never played a Layton game in their lives.
It-
Hey, you think it's bad for you, Professor? They took some of my DNA and made a girl out of me.
Well, that gives us one more thing to do on our travels. But now we should continue back to Celebration Boulevard.
The best way I can
Pedro?
describe the best way I can describe Dr. Lautrec is he's Dick Clayton but without the likability.
Yep.
Anyway,
Layton will be able to railroad him in the Lautrec playthrough.
back to Celebration Boulevard. Sure.
Well,
Sure.
the panic seems to have died down now.
Emmy, don't say that out loud.
Panic
That's
is
the worst that could happen.
Well done, Emmy. The petrified victims have all been removed, but I hope we may find other clues. And Emmy, no more petrifying victims or setting them on fire. You get a sick pleasure out of doing that, don't you?
Wow, when even the professor has to talk to you about sick pleasures, you know you're messed up.
Alright, I'm
Okay.
up again.
Right, let's talk to...
That's all time.
Wasn't today's carnival the most wonderful thing ever? People turning to staglaminium and everything!
Paige, should we do it like this?
So happy.
Sorry.
She can't move her mouth.
Oh, sorry, yeah, right. The most gentleman is amazing!
I'm afraid what you're referring to was no show. And also, why are you talking like Samuel L. Jackson in Kingsman?
I
Hey!
look like I give a fuck. Another show. That's preposterous. How did you turn people to stone then? This'll be this. Yeah, she's absolutely convinced that the Master Hardiman is actually just an entertainer.
I don't know. His performance wouldn't be as impressive if we could explain it, would it?
That's one way to put it.
Oh, come on, lady. I suppose so. Actually, I saw Lucky speaking strange and littering about. Do you think it was him?
Well, it's not us.
Yeah, your top hat is too big.
Sure.
This
And
was
not
also
wide
another
enough.
Mischievous mask. Oh, and this puzzle's mischievous too. Wanna give it a try?
Sure.
Yes!
You see, unlike Dr. Lautrec, I actually give a shit about my work.
I get the thing, Professor, that you're insulted by Dr. Trek. Then again, he is
Oh,
literally
don't worry, Jova. We'll have the commentary to rattle on that. But anyway.
Colourful flags have been strung up all over town for the carnival. There are only 7 designs of flag, but they're displayed in a variety of combinations. One such combination is the pattern shown at the top right corner. How many times does this pattern feature in the strings of the flag shown above? Look carefully and write down the number. You see,
Where's that
Mr. Jova.
Union Jack?
You see, Mr. Jova. You may call me a dick. You can call me anything you want. I may be an unpleasant fellow to work with, but let me just say this. At least I do my work.
Definitely. Like,
Oh,
just
don't worry. Oh, don't worry, Professor. In fact, I find you likable, unlike Lautrec.
there's only 5 types of puzzle in Professor Lautrec. Circle through the
Professor
path.
Lautrec.
Yeah, sorry, Dr. Lautrec.
Professor Lautrec. Oh God, the cloning process is proceeding even further. Soon he'll literally be called Professor Layton.
Basically, it's circle the lines to find the path. Crosswords. Yes, we're doing crosswords. Find the difference, the 3 differences in 2 images that look almost identical. Find the pattern in 5 shapes, and a Minesweeper clone.
Oh, quick thing. It seems like this
That's
pattern
it?
only appears once.
Ever played Minesweeper, Jova, on Windows?
It's been a long time since I did, so you may need to refresh my memory on what that game is like.
It's that game where you have a lot of squares and there's mines hidden in them, and you have to, go by one and press and try to see. Basically, it's a trial and error thing where you're going,
Yep.
trying to click on all the squares that don't have bombs on them.
Yes, I
Mines.
definitely played that.
That's what they did. They recycled an old Windows game from the 1990s.
Wow. Only
Yeah,
5
the
types
pattern
of
only appears
puzzles.
once.
See, this is what happens when you try to make a puzzle game but don't have actual creative puzzle designers working for you. Anyway, yeah, there's only
Wait,
2
twice?
patterns.
Just a dash of puzzle.
Yeah,
It
there's
seemed
only
like it was one.
No, there's the pattern repeats twice. Don't worry, you'll see in
puzzle
the.
for a gentleman.
They're gonna point it out. There
Yes.
you go. See?
Correct. The pattern appears twice in total. Once when you look at the flags from the front, and once when you look from the back.
I wasn't sure if they were counting the ones from the back, so I ignored that
No,
one.
they're cutting every flag on the screen you see on screen.
No, I mean when you face it from the opposite way. I thought they wanted to count it from looking from our perspective only.
Okay. What if you want? Any gentleman who can do that is bound to catch the criminal red-handed.
Fuck you and your shitty jokes. They should belong on an internet thread.
But all I know about the culprit was that he had his face behind an amazingly mischievous mask.
Amazingly.
Amazingly mischievous.
British spelling at its best.
No, this is just bullshit.
Yes.
That's not much to go on. It all happened in the middle of a parade. Sorry.
Oh, come on, just because my mouth is weird, isn't it?
Very true. Very nice. Wait, I was reading the script.
Even when you're not trying to be a dick, you're still a dick.
Shit, I
Part
apologize
of its
greatly.
charm.
Don't be such a spoiled snail. You've got to think positive. Okay, I'm
Right, be positive.
Okay, I'm positive that you will get lost in there. Oh wait, sorry, I'm thinking of different. Anyway, there's a
Oh
customer
yeah,
in the shop
wonderful
in this-
inside-out joke.
Maybe the best gentleman bought this outfit there. So yeah, she's suggesting that maybe we can go to the town's boutique. Maybe he bought his costume there.
Mr. Malstanble.
You might even finish up on your case in one foul scoop.
I
think
guess.
it's start, I
The
guess.
plots are usually more complicated than that, so probably not.
Indeed. Well,
See
she-
you
she-
part
see-
5.
See, this is why you don't mess with fangirls. Anyway, see you, everybody.
See you in the next part.
See
So,
ya.
yeah.